How's it going, everyone? Thanks for checking out today's video. If you're new here, this is the Obscure Files YouTube channel. I just wanted to cut in with a little intro video here to thank each and every single person who has subscribed to the channel so far. We hit 1,000 subscribers. When I got my first subscriber, I was super excited. First 10, even more excited. 100 was mind-blowing. 1,000, way out of the realm of my imagination. So to each and every single person who has subscribed and liked the videos and shared the videos and commented, I just wanted to give you a big thank you. It really means so much to me. Unfortunately, I haven't uploaded in about a year or a little over a year, something like that. You know, life takes over, it does its thing, and you're forced to push certain things aside. Now, however, I am able to put more time into the channel. Hopefully, I'll be able to make more consistent uploads, and I hope you guys will join me for those as well. And what better way to kick off the reboot of the channel than to discuss what many consider to be the most haunted place in my home state of California. So with all that out of the way, thank you again so much to each and every single one of you for subscribing, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Welcome to the Obscure Files. In today's video, we will be taking a deep dive into what is considered by many to be the most haunted place in the state of California. If you missed the previous parts, I will link the playlist in the description. Be sure you're subscribed for the next parts in the series and for other videos about the paranormal, the dark, and the unexplained. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. When you think of California, you think of hundreds of miles of beaches, scenic views, and countless celebrities who call the state home. But located just minutes from the bustling metropolitan landscape of Los Angeles sits a treasured ocean liner that is permanently docked in Long Beach. From a symbol of luxury and speed to a floating hotel, the RMS Queen Mary has seen millions come aboard since its creation. Beneath her grand facade, however, lies a dark and tragic history, one that many believe has never disembarked. Today, we're not just exploring a ship, we're stepping into a realm of mystery and the unexplained. We're going to uncover the stories and the grim history that earned this vessel the title of not only one of the most haunted places in the US, but in the world. Built in Scotland, the RMS Queen Mary was the height of transatlantic travel. Her maiden voyage in 1936 was a celebration of British engineering and style. She was a floating city, hosting celebrities, royalty, and the elite of the world. Many notable figures in history rode aboard the Queen Mary, including actors like Clark Gable, Elizabeth Taylor, Bob Hope, and music giants like Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby. The ship featured luxurious amenities that were the peak of hospitality at the time, but this era of luxury was short-lived. With the outbreak of World War II, the Queen Mary was stripped of her luxury. The ship was painted gray and transformed into a troop ship. She was given the nickname the Grey Ghost. Nothing was able to sink the Grey Ghost during the time as a warship. It gained such a notoriety that Adolf Hitler, the ruthless leader of Nazi Germany, put a bounty on the ship, offering $250,000 and the award of the Iron Cross. It was during this time that her story took a tragic turn. While transporting troops, the ship was involved in a catastrophic accident. In 1942, she collided with her escort ship, the HMS Curaçao. The smaller vessel was sliced in half, and due to wartime protocol, the Queen Mary would not stop to rescue survivors. Nearly 300 sailors perished as a result of the collision. Not all deaths related to the Queen Mary were a result of war. In fact, the earliest known death associated with the Queen Mary took place even before its maiden voyage, when it was being built in Clydebank, Scotland. A construction worker, believed to be named Malcolm, fell from scaffolding while working on the ship. In 1949, Senior Second Officer William Stark was preparing drinks for the captain, Andrew McKellar. Unable to find the right bottle, he was handed one from a cupboard. What he didn't know was that the bottle, though labeled as gin, contained a toxic cleaning solvent. He took a few sips too many before becoming violently ill. He would die a few days later. Another commonly told story of death associated with the Queen Mary is the 1966 death of a crew member named John Petter. Petter was a crewman who was doing his rounds aboard the engine room of the ship. The crew had a scheduled safety drill, and Petter was instructed to conduct an inspection of a watertight door, now infamously known as Door 13. While inspecting it, the door closed prematurely, and in an attempt to escape, John Petter was caught between the door and he was crushed to death. But not all deaths aboard the Queen Mary have been cut and dry. In fact, there is one death aboard the ship that occurred in Stateroom B340. A man named Walter J. Adamson was found dead in the room. The cause of his death is still a mystery to this day. He was reportedly in good health, which surrounds his death with theories of foul play. Some believe that he may have been the culprit of a murder-suicide, while others believe that it may have been something more sinister, something not of this world. If you're enjoying the video so far, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments what you think happened to Walter J. Adamson. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a video. While these are just a few of the stories that are most told, official records cite at least 49 confirmed deaths during the Queen Mary's years of service. However, many believe that the true number is much higher. When the Queen Mary was permanently docked in Long Beach, California, and transformed into a hotel and museum, it is widely believed that the spirits of those aboard did not disembark. Reports of paranormal activity began almost immediately, leading it to being named one of the top 10 haunted places in America by Time magazine. One of the more common sightings is of the 18-year-old crew member John Petter, who was crushed to death by door 13. His spirit is said to remain, often seen wearing his overalls and wandering near the very door that took his life. Many have reported hearing disembodied screams inside the engine room. Perhaps the screams of John Petter as he was killed slowly by door 13. Another commonly reported phenomena aboard the ship is encountering the spirit of a little girl in the first-class pool room. Her spirit is known as Jackie. While Jackie's origin story is debated, most experiencers believe that Jackie was a little girl who drowned in the first-class swimming pool during the Queen Mary's days as an ocean liner. Renowned psychic Peter James is said to have been the first to come in contact with Jackie when he investigated the Queen Mary in 1991. Whether or not you believe a little girl named Jackie did in fact drown in the pool, reports of an apparition of a little girl walking along the pool are common. Others claim to hear the laughter and chatter of a little girl. Perhaps the most notorious location aboard the ship is Stateroom B340. The high volume of paranormal reports led the room to be closed to the public for over 30 years before reopening as an operational room. Guests can take on the paranormal activity themselves. Guests who have stayed in room B340 report the sink and bathtub faucets turning on by themselves. They also report lights flickering and the bed sheets being violently pulled off. Many with knowledge of the ship's haunting history credit Walter J. Adamson for the activity. Perhaps he has unfinished business in our world, hoping to grab the attention of guests to tell his story. Today, the Queen Mary sits as a hotel, museum, and restaurant, allowing guests to board the ship to take in all its luxury, history, and its troubled past. Guests can even book tours to learn all about its haunting and chilling stories, being completely immersed in the grandeur of the prestigious ocean liner. It's no question that the Queen Mary is not only historic, but reminds us that some places hold on to their past. Whether you're a skeptic or a true believer, there's no denying that the history of the ship, both tragic and grand, has left its mark. Be sure you're subscribed to my channel so you can join me on the next part of this series where we discuss the most haunted place in Colorado, and for more videos on the paranormal, the dark, and the unexplained. Be sure you comment letting me know what other places you'd like discussed in a future video, and be sure to share this video with your friends and family, especially if they are into the paranormal. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.